So dear students, once again I welcome you all to my YouTube channel, and this time on demand of some students regarding the derivative problems, I requested Mr. Avisek Gupta sir to help me out with this video, and who instantly offered me his help, his support, his time. Thank you Avisek Gupta sir. Thank you all of you for watching. Wish you all the best once again. Best of luck.
Welcome once again, my dear students. As in my previous video, I have summed up some of the important chapters that are going to come in this examination, this final examination of class 12. But on the request of some of my dear students, they had got a serious problem in finding derivative from the first principle. So in this video, I have come up over here with how to solve the derivative from the first principle in the easy method. So I am going to teach you that in this part of the video. So for that purpose, first of all I am writing a question out here, and then after I am going to solve it. Look into the steps so that it's gonna help you in practicing the questions of the derivative from the first principle, as it is very important for the 4 marks type of question in your examination. Okay, so now let's start. First of all, the question is find the derivative from the first principle. Find the derivative from the first principle. And the question that I have chosen is y equals to 1 by root x. Clear? So the question that I have chosen is what? Y equals to 1 by root x. The same question that has been asked in our model question is y equals to 1 by x. So the same type of question I have taken as an example is y equals to 1 by root x. Okay, so now how to solve this? For that purpose, first of all, let us understand a brief meaning about what is derivative. Derivative is a small amount of increment or decrement in the value of x that tends to change the value of y. So in that way, what will be the derivative from the first principle that we are going to find under this part? Okay, so now before starting, this is our question, y equals to 1 by root x, and now I am solving this problem. So have a look over at, let delta y and delta x be the small increment in the values of x, in the values of y and x respectively. Clear? And after that, the new equation that will be formed after it is y plus delta y equals to 1 by root under x plus delta x. So this will be the new equation that will be formed when we make delta y and delta x the small increment in the values of x and y. Clear? Now after that, this is, let us suppose this as equation 1 and this as the equation 2. Now from after making it as equation 1 and 2, now let's subtract equation 1 from equation 2. So what we can write is that subtracting equation 1 from equation 2 we get, okay, so the new y plus delta y minus y will be equal to 1 by x plus delta x minus 1 by root x. Clear? Now in this case, what we can say, y and y will be cancelled. So what is left? Delta y. Clear? After getting this step, delta y equals to 1 by x plus delta x minus 1 by root x. Yeah. Now after getting this step, what we can do is that divide both the sides by delta x. First of all, we will be dividing both the sides by delta x. So what we are writing? Dividing both the sides by delta x we get, so delta y by delta x equals to 1 by delta x into 1 by root under x plus delta x minus 1 by root x. Clear? Okay, and so now after taking this part, what we do is that we take limit, and in the limit the base will be delta x tends to 0, and then we will try to solve out the equation. Clear? So taking limit delta x tends to 0 on both sides, we get, so now the equation will be delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x equals to limit delta x tends to 0, 1 by delta x, so 1 by root under x plus delta x minus 1 by root x. Is it? So now let's see what is the value of delta x. Delta x tends to 0. Now if we directly put the delta x value 0, we will be having the result infinite. That means this value doesn't exist. So in such case, what we need to do is that we need to rationalize it first of all. After rationalizing it, we will be getting the result. So the next step that we follow is that we are going to rationalize it. First of all, take the LCM and then we are going to rationalize it. So now what we can take is limit delta x tends to 0, where 1 by delta x. Now taking the LCM, we will be getting root x. See, the LCM portion will be x plus delta x into root x. This both the part we are taking as an LCM, and now when this part divides this, we are getting root x. So it will be root x out here, and over here what we can write is x plus delta x, as root x and root x is cancelled. So what is left? Root x plus delta x. So this value is left. Now seeing this part, again if we are going to put the value delta x over here, then we definitely are going to get 0 by 0 in the form 0 by 0. Let's see here, when you put delta x of 0 over here, root x minus root x will be 0, and similarly root x into root x, so 0 divided by any number will definitely be what? 0. So therefore what we need to do is, now we need to rationalize this part. This upper part is to be now rationalized. So the further step I am solving it out over here. Now after this step, limit delta x tends to 0, limit delta x tends to 0, 1 by delta x, and the upper part is root x minus root x plus delta x by root x plus delta x into root x into, now see here, while rationalizing, the negative sign changes into positive sign over here, and then we need to multiply in both numerator and denominator part. So root x plus delta x by root x plus delta x. So in this way we can rationalize this part. Clear? Now after the rationalization, limit delta x tends to 0, 1 by delta x. Let this portion be as it is, delta x minus root x. See, this is in the form of a minus b, a plus b. So it takes the form of a square minus b square, whole divided by, copy all the value as it is. So this is our solution after rationalization. Now as this square and root is cancelled, this square and root is cancelled. So now the value that is left is limit delta x tends to 0, 1 by delta x. Now let's solve it. X minus, now let's see, this minus x is going to multiply this x, we are getting minus x. Minus into plus delta x, we are getting minus delta x, whole divided by, copy all the value as it is. So this is our value. Now let's check what can be cancelled out. X can be cancelled out. Now similarly, the delta x in the numerator part and delta x in the denominator part, both can be cancelled. So what is left now? Minus 1. Yeah, what is left now? Minus 1. Now after, in this equation, what we can say, the delta x is no more over here in the denominator part, so that now we are definitely not going to get infinity or infinity by infinity form. So now after this step, we are going to put the value of limit delta x equals to 0 in the following part. So now the result will be minus 1 x plus delta x value is 0, so let it be 0. After that root x, and then root x as it is root x plus delta x means x plus 0, is it? So now let's check. Minus 1 root x into root x will be x, root x plus root x will be 2 root x, will be 2 root x. Therefore what we can say is that delta y limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x, that is dy by dx is equal to minus 1 2x root x, is the solution for the question y equals to 1 by root x in the form of derivative from the first principle. So in this way you all can solve the question. So this is our final answer, and the same question has been repeatedly asked in the model questions. In the previous year's questions you all can find this type of question, and the question that has been asked in your model question is this part. Only the thing is that you need to remove the root over here, and this question is same. So in this way you can solve. So there are few steps that you need to keep in mind. The first step is you need to consider let delta y and delta x be the small increment in the values of x and y respectively. After that, whatever equation is given, just add delta y and delta x in it. After that, subtract equation 1 from equation 2, then you will be getting a certain equation. Now check whether it is directly solvable, or either you have to rationalize it or factorize it. So what type of thing you have to do it, keep in mind. And then next step is dividing both the sides by delta x, as we know that limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x is equal to dy by dx. So to find out this, what we need to do, we need to divide by delta x. As soon as we divide with delta x, take limit delta x tends to 0 on both sides and then solve it by rationalizing or by factorizing, and then get your final result. So in this way we can solve the derivative from the first principle by this method. So hope so that you all have learned how to solve the derivative from the first principle in this video. Okay, so thank you everyone.